Alright, so we're trying to explain one of the most difficult things to explain, um, because it transcends a little bit our understanding about the fact that God created a system, and the system that he created usually is defined as Elohim. When we say Elohim, we don't mean God just as just any other name. Every name of God has a specific purpose. We mean the system that God created to all the forces that God uses to run the world. And therefore, just like a computer, there's a system running. Uh, the world has many different levels. The best is to read Derech Hashem, The Way of God by the Ramchal, Rabbi Moshe Chaim Luzzatto, Zatzal, and he explained all the different levels that exist in general. In details, you have to learn Kabbalah to know the details, but basically, um, there are heavenly courts, there are angels involved, there's uh, the stars play a role, the mazalot, um, the astrology. So all those things exist, and when we're born, we are given a specific mission, and that's why we're born at a specific time and specific place. All those components and information, indication at what point you are born in time, and in which country, and by which parents, and which under which star, and all that is here to indicate. It puts you in the system, and you have a basic role to play. And if you live your life just randomly, meaning following the system without wondering about God, without wondering about transcending the system, then you are gonna be living um, not differently than an animal. I don't mean it in a negative way. I mean it in a way that you're gonna follow what you like, what you desire, what naturally, and you're gonna go after what the world opinion is, and usually that's usually for the masses how it happens. However, one is able to transcend the system and rewrite one's life. That is true, um, and especially true of non-Jews, uh, because they have a connection that is unique, um, and therefore, uh, but that is true also by non-Jews. But I'm specifically speaking about Jews now. Um, and because it says Ein Mazal Israel, meaning that they have the ability to transcend the power of the stars and rewrite the script that is written for them, and not be just like an animal, and meaning, or like an angel just following a script. And you can literally if, decide to change everything for yourself, and not just follow the flow of the natural system. And that's really what uh, the ideal. The ideal is to transcend. The ideal is to go beyond that story, that basic script of who you're gonna be if you on a simple level, if you live in this world. So we have to transcend nature. As someone who is able to do that can literally do things that other people cannot do, and is gonna live a life that is beyond a life of heroism or whatever it is, um, and it requires a lot of work and reflection and control of oneself. But if one does that, one is able to transcend the system and become someone really unique and different than what was originally um, planned in the basic system. Um, it doesn't go against God's thing. God gave us free choice for a reason. God gave us, you can live a life and live a life for this world and be happy in this world and love this world and great. Or you can choose a life that transcends and and which you're able to be attached to God and therefore transcend the natural script, the natural story that you were supposed to have. It is the role of the Jewish people to show the world this, to show the world that one is able to transcend the natural and to live a life of beyond, and the way to live a life beyond is to be attached to God on the highest level. And that's the idea. Now God knows everything you're gonna do, and every possibilities. It's like a chess game. He knows everything, but you're still having complete free choice, because God is not to choose for you if you're gonna be good or bad. You choose for yourself. God knows you so well that He knows already what you're gonna choose. I always give the example: you have a kid and you have a father, and the kid, the father say you can have this or Coca-Cola or water. What do you choose? The father knows 100% which one he's going to choose. Why? Not because he chose for him, because he knows him. And therefore, the kid has 100% free choice if he wants to, but the father knows the kid so well that he knows what he's going to do with his free choice. God is much beyond that anyway. He knows everything on the level that we cannot understand. He knows our feeling, our desires, our thoughts, and therefore He can naturally know absolutely everything that each individual is going to do. So there's no contradiction. There's contradiction in this lower world, but as soon as one goes a little bit beyond, in heaven there's no contradiction. Like I say, the heaven is Esh and Maim. Shamaim is fire and water, and they live together. Shamaim as one word. Here on earth you cannot have fire and water. One or the fire evaporates the water, or the water extinguishes the fire. Here it's separate, so it looks separate, but really at the root it's one. And so with all our contradictions, when we look at this world, we think physicality is separated from spirituality, but really they are all one. So may we reach that level of living beyond and experiencing heaven on earth, fire and water together, and Bezat Hashem will be all very happy.